What's up, y'all? I'm back with another review. This time for Sevyn Streeter's Girl Disrupted album that dropped today, July 7th. After numerous delays, which went over the span of years, she finally dropped her album. Listened to it early when it dropped. Decided to go ahead and review it since I've already listened to it. It's a pretty rather quaint album. As you can see here, I'm playing it on Tidal, listening to it as we talk. This album has been years in the making, and we finally got it. It's 13 tracks long. It's 52 minutes, 54 seconds. And if you have Tidal, you're able to listen to the master recording, which means you're going to hear it in the best audio quality possible. Thank you guys for coming back to watch. So basically, the album is 13 tracks, like I mentioned. The tracks that she did include on it that she previously released was My Love for You, Before I Do, as well as Fallen. D. Pharrell and Prolly featuring Gucci Mane didn't make the track listing. But the tracks that she has are pretty solid. I mean, they're pretty solid. I have to say my favorite track has to be, Before I Do, which samples Aaliyah, which samples Isley Brothers. Let Me Know, At Your Best You Are Love. Everybody calls it Let Me Know, but it's really At Your Best You Are Love. It's a very good album, although I would have wished that more of the trappier sound was left off, being that this is her debut album, and she waited so long to bring this out. You know, there was a lot of samples on this album. She sampled SWV. She sampled a little bit of Faith Evans. She sampled, like I said, Aaliyah, Isley Brothers. The album features collaborations from Jeremiah, Dej Loaf, Wiz Khalifa, Ty Dolla $ign, August Alsina, Dave East. I mean, it's pretty packed. My least favorite track, I don't really have a least favorite. I like the way it's sequenced. Although I would have preferred, because it sounds like to me the album is sequenced to where it's like certain sections of the album are made the way they're made, on purpose. You do listen to the beginning of the album, it has that little trappy feel to it, like, hey, this is what I've been making recently. This is coming some of my newer sound. Then as you get to the middle of it, like right after the third track, it has the old school vibe and old school feel to it. And then after that, it just kind of goes into a whole nother thing. I don't have any complaints. I just wish that this was promoted more, because I know that it was supposed to come out earlier in like early spring. And it ended up getting pushed back right before it was supposed to come out. But she has a track on this album with August Alsina entitled Been a Minute. And that's actually one of my favorites as well, too, already. The album isn't, I thought it was going to be I thought it was going to be something totally new. Because honestly, from hearing her EPs and, hearing the different music that she dropped, all over the place, I thought it was going to sound a little different. But I'm still happy nonetheless that she did finally get her album released. Who knows what the holdup was. There was all kind of excuses, but only they know why. I suggest that, everybody give that album a listen, because, apparently she's talking about everything she's been through. But as I listened to it, it didn't really feel like, at some points it did, but it just, to me, felt like, just your typical kind of R&B-ish album, new school R&B-ish album. I'm pretty sure that she probably didn't want to set the standards too high for this first album. She just wanted to get it out there, just get it out. And maybe on the next album, then she'll bring us, I am proud that, like I said, she released it. Replay value, it's kind of in between. Maybe not the whole entire album back to back over and over. I do feel like it should have been more promoted. Like I said, a lot of people probably don't even know that the album is out. You know, they probably don't know. Before I do, to me, honestly, that was a track that actually made me look forward to the album. Because before that, I wasn't really looking forward to. You know, I was like, I don't know. But when she brought that out, I was like, yeah, I know this is gonna be good. And then when she pushed the album back, I was like, yeah. If you ask me if I would have had to rate it 1 through 10, I rate it like an 8. I rate it an 8, and only because, like I said, I wish it was a more stronger debut. Not so much as experimental as it sounds. Just like her mixtapes, her EPs. Because the name of the album is called Girl Disrupted. But to me, the album isn't disrupted at all. It's actually very cohesive, but it's not as strong as I thought it would have been. Regardless, like I told you guys before in previous reviews, that I don't talk about anything negative. I don't try to down a person's body of work. You know, I only talk about the positive things. Now, I definitely want to see more videos because she's obviously released a lot before the album. But let's see what we get from the album. You know, let's see how this is received. It should chart pretty well. It should chart in the top 10. I mean, it should. It better. You know. There's not really any big competition aside from the previous week's releases that included Jay-Z. Other than that, there's not really any big, surprises coming out of nowhere. It's just a matter of competing with what's already on the chart. I've listened to the album about 2 or 3 times now. I recommend you guys go out there and buy it. Stream it if you need to. You know, purchase tracks if you need to. All of that counts toward the sales. Tell a friend about it. Let everybody know, hey, Sevyn Streeter's debut album is finally out. After all this time. This review, of course, isn't going to be 50-something minutes. Obviously, it's not. It's just a short, quick, simple review. Like I said, go out there and get the album. As you can see here, this is the album cover. That's what it looks like, so be on the lookout for that. I know when I went on to Tidal this morning to go listen to it and look at the new releases, it initially wasn't on that page with the new releases. I had to type her name in to find it. Now, I don't know how it's going to be on Spotify or Apple Music or anything like that. But as you see, like I said, I'm playing it right here. Of course, you guys can't quite hear it because I don't want YouTube to, get on me about copyright. So, yeah, there it is. Sevyn Streeter Girl Disrupted out today. Go give it a listen. I give it an 8 out of 10. I will be back with more reviews, more how-tos. Just keep liking, subscribing, keep sharing, keep giving me suggestions and comments. I'll be here. I always read my comments. I always read everything that way. You guys got anything, just let me know. I get it straight to my phone. Just let everybody know youtube.com/SIRTANKA. That's me. So I'm out. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. Peace.